So, hello, this is Ray from Race United, and I'm back again with the next segment. I don't know, this could be the last of the cryptocurrencies ripe segment, but if not, I might come up with the last one. But this definitely could be, or probably could be, the last segment of the cryptocurrencies ripe segment series. So I thought, you know what, let me bring it to you from my car, sit at the back, have some space, enjoy the breeze, so you could hear nature from the background. I've done 4 episodes now. First was about Africa, second was about Asia, third was Central America, and the fourth, which is this one, what am I talking about? Right, so I did Africa, Asia, Central America, and someplace. Anyway, so the Caribbean, yes, the Caribbean. I'll be right back. And so I'm back. Now, what I was talking about was I've done 4 continents, as 4 regions at the moment. So I started with Africa, I went to Asia, and then of course the Caribbean islands, and finally I went to, which is episode 4 of the cryptocurrencies ripe, I went to Central America, which I spoke a lot about El Salvador and stuff. I mean, normally what I do is I pick a country from the continent, or countries from the continent, and then I talk about it. But generally it feels as though it's from the whole continent, because remember, when one country takes over something, the others follow suit on the continent. So in this case, I will be talking about South America. Now with South America, I'll be talking about a few countries, and you're going to know about certain things that's going on in South America, and how cryptocurrency is gaining ground there, because it's not easy in South America, for instance, because there's been some laws that's been set aside to ensure that cryptocurrency doesn't remain a legal tender. Do you know what I mean? But in Central America, I remember I was talking about El Salvador, who have now made Bitcoin a legal tender, so it could be working hand in hand with their fiat currency. Do you know what I mean? So in this case, yeah, it's great for Central America, in particular El Salvador, and I know the others will follow suit. Panama and I think Guatemala as well will follow suit. So yes, Central America definitely are doing something. Caribbean, obviously, the other time I spoke about a few countries there. I said I was going to do specifically about Jamaica very soon, so I'll be doing specific countries. The next series will be about specific countries from certain continents. So I'll be talking about that. But once this one is done, I'll be talking about that the week after. So we don't know yet. This could be the last episode of the cryptocurrencies ripe series for the continents, because I'll be moving to another series, because trust me, the channel has changed. Things are going on, and I'm making sure that, you know, I get content for you every other day or 4 times a week, you know, and stuff. So, you know, you're getting things. So just help the channel grow. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you like as well, and share the content. It's very important that you share. The views have to go up. I need hundreds of thousands of views, and it's only you that can do it for me. You understand? It's only you that can do it for me. So please do that for me, and let's help the channel grow. I'll be right back. Yes, so I'm back. This is Ray from Race United, and this is my channel. So, South America, cryptocurrency is ripe, or is it? Well, I'm going to delve into it, because look, South America is going to be the hardest amongst the others that I'm going to really talk about, because there's a lot of differences going on in South America with respect to cryptocurrency, to be honest. I'll delve into reasons why I said it's going to be probably one of the hardest, because generally the acceptance there, I would say, is about 70%. It's not like Africa. Even in Asia, I would say it's probably about 80% because of China. So I would say it's about 80%. But over in South America, there are some pessimisms and stuff. So I'll have to point those out to you, and then it will be up to you to determine if cryptocurrency is ripe for South America or not. I know it's definitely ripe for Africa because Africa badly needs it. Caribbean, yes. Asia, yes. South America, yes. But is it ripe? Remember, the series is about how ripe cryptocurrency is for the region or the continent. Now, in this case, in conclusion, I'll say it. But for now, you have to listen and ascertain what it means for the continent. You understand what I'm saying? So as I was saying, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be one of those ones that's going to be hard. You get what I mean? So is cryptocurrency ripe for South America? Well, let's continue. So in South America, they do have laws, and regulations, of course, that vary by country. You get what I mean when it comes to cryptocurrency and exchanges. So cryptocurrency regulations it normally runs the legislative spectrum, which means that it goes through their parliament or their Congress or whatever. So it runs the legislative spectrum. You get what I mean? And it's not easy. It's not easy in South America because there's so many different approaches to it. So it's going to be very tricky. And this is going to be probably one of my hardest episodes I've done with respect to cryptocurrencies ripe. So stay tuned and I'll be right back. Yeah, so this is Race United and I'm back. This is some serious episode with some serious topics to discuss. I'm sitting here in my car because, you know what? I thought I need to do this segment somewhere else. I need to relax. Do you know what I mean? So let me just sit here, relax, and give you what I actually think about South America and, cryptocurrency, how ripe it is, how ripe it's not. So if you look at the countries, for instance, I'm going to tell you countries that are harsher regulation-wise on cryptocurrency, and then the ones that are relatively lenient. You get what I mean? So the countries that are harsh at the moment are Bolivia and Ecuador. So if you go to Bolivia, for instance, it has it's comprehensively banned cryptocurrency or exchanges in their country. So it means cryptocurrency cannot be used in Bolivia at all. You get what I mean? So just as I was trying to herald the fact that cryptocurrency is ripe on the continent of Central America or in the region, I come up with that. Now, it's not sad. It's not hopeless. Eventually they're going to realize how a defeatist mentality never helps. You get what I mean? You have to have a winner's mentality. And a winner's mentality means you look at the positives of things. You look at the fact that, look, at the end of the day, there may be pros and cons, but I need to look if the pros outweigh the cons. And if they do outweigh the cons, then I go with the earlier. Simple as that. The next country, which also bans, it doesn't ban it categorically, but it's got harsher regulations towards cryptocurrency, is Ecuador. Now, Ecuador has warnings on use of it and obviously investment as well as circulation of all cryptos or cryptocurrencies apart from the government issued SDE token. Now, an SDE token is just a form of e-money which is pegged or attached to the US dollars. You get what I mean? So, it's got its transactions through the US dollars, stuff like that. It's not easy. It's not easy for countries like Bolivia and Ecuador. But you know what? Keep your fingers crossed and keep your guard up, because once Pi gains ground and everybody realizes the green effect of it and the masses heading towards it, they can't stop it. You get what I mean? They can't stop it. Bitcoin is the biggest, but I believe Pi would eventually surpass it. So it's a difficult video. It's a difficult content to do because trust me, I've spoken about the countries with the harsher regulations, but hey, all hopes are not lost. Remember that. All hopes are not lost. Yes? I'm going to give you the ones that don't have a harsh regulation. They're a bit lenient with their regulations, and you're going to hear it. And so, stay tuned. Subscribe if you haven't already. Press the like button, very important, because you need to. You don't have a choice. Press the like button, share the notifications. If you're watching this premiere, put your super chat in, become a member of the channel, and help the channel grow, because I want to do big things, you know what I mean, for the channel and for you. The content I bring to you all require the fact that we improve the channel. I'll be right back. So guys, I'm back. Now let me break more unpleasant news about cryptocurrencies ripe, or whether cryptocurrencies ripe in South America, before I give you the best of news, because trust me, there's a lot of disparity going on in Central America. So hey, let's continue. So as I was saying, yeah, it's not easy in South America at all. There's differences between lots of the countries. Now if you look at, for instance, Chile has to close most accounts which have some association with cryptocurrency exchanges. Now can you imagine that? They've done that. So even Chile, which I believe has some sort of much lenient regulation towards cryptocurrency, have still had to do that because there's discrepancy between the nations, the countries in South America. So it's not easy. It's not easy at all. Do you know what I mean? South America is one of the most thriving continents. However, they've all got their sovereignty, so they can pick and choose what they want as long as it's within the law. And they do that legislatively. You get what I mean? They run it through Parliament and Congress, and it's ratified before the regulation is passed. So it's not going to be easy for cryptocurrency to, you know, be ripe in South America. However, you know, when fruits are bearing, what happens? Some of them, when there is rain, you know, it thrives much quicker. And then when there is drought, it takes a longer time. So let's say there is a slight drought in South America. So it's taking longer, but it's going to get there. Pi is going to make sure it gets there. You understand what I'm saying? So let's not lose hope, my South American friends. Let's not lose hope. We're going to get there. All right? I'll be right back. All right. So now some good news. I've given you a lot of bad news. Not bad news, but unpleasant news. But some good news now. So in South America, I can tell you that there are a few countries who actually are less harsh on cryptocurrency. Now these countries are Argentina, Brazil, Chile, and Venezuela. You know, so cryptocurrency is usually or commonly accepted as payments by retail outlets and merchants on these continents. In these countries. You get what I mean? So it's accepted by them, you know, retailers and merchants. You get what I mean? So, for tax purposes, obviously, for tax purposes, cryptos are often treated as assets, because if they don't do that, then of course, you know, it's going to be hard. So they are broadly subject to capital gains across Chile, of course, while transactions in Argentina, Brazil, and the other country, I think it's Venezuela. Yes, Venezuela are also subject to income tax in some contexts. Now, if they don't do that, what's going to happen is it's going to be hard. You get me? Because like I said, South America, the regulations there are very tight. You get me? The regulations that are tighter than most of the third world continents have done. You know, their central banks haven't fully accepted cryptocurrency, so they've had to use back channels and try to bend the rules, not still within the law, within the letter of the law, but there are loopholes that they've had to use in order to get cryptocurrency used. You know, you can hear sirens here and there. You know, I've opened my door just to get some fresh air because it's kind of hot. Do you know what I mean? It's a hot summer, so hey, but still I thought let me do it in my car so that you lot can enjoy you know, a bit of the London, the sights and sound, well, not the sights, but the sounds of London. You get what I mean? Very soon I'll be doing some vlogging and stuff, and then, you know, you might see some sights of London as well. You know, I'll be doing sights and sounds of London very soon. But for now, it's all about the stuff that I'm doing. So yes, you know, it's not going to be easy, but hey, I'll be right back and I'll tell you a bit more. So don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. So I'm back. Ray from Race United, sitting in my car doing some videos for you. This is, as a reminder, cryptocurrency is ripe for South America. So this is that particular episode number 5. So yes, let me continue. So obviously, these countries in South America, or certain countries in South America, have raised concerns. They've raised concerns, a lot of concerns, maybe rightly so, about the effects of cryptos on financial stability. They've raised that, but I don't have a concern about it. Maybe what I have is I'm rather concerned about the incompetencies and the inability of banks to actually win the trust of their clients, because all they look at is your credit score, and that's it. They don't give you a second chance, nothing. So once your credit score is not good, some computer says your credit score is not good, you're not entitled to buy a house, you're not entitled to get a loan, you're not entitled to get anything, car finance or anything. You understand what I'm saying? So that's where a lot of people divert towards cryptocurrency, because obviously nobody's going to look at their credit score and all of that. So banks are running scared that they're going to lose out on this piece of the pie. And of course, they are losing out because exchanges are running cryptocurrencies and not banks. So they are losing out, and they don't like that. And obviously, governments are associated with banks. So governments will try their possible best to regulate it. But it's so difficult to regulate something that you don't even understand. And even if you do understand, what is there to regulate? You get what I'm trying to say? So they need to actually form a coalition rather than a division. You understand? Because if they keep dividing the masses, trying to confuse the masses, they're the ones that are going to lose out, because cryptocurrency is here to stay. And if most of the businesses and the merchants and the retailers say, we are going to accept cryptocurrency, what regulation are you going to put in place to ensure that these lot pay VAT and all of that? You need to do that. Obviously, they pay their VAT through the exchange, or their taxes through the exchange, or they pay commission through the exchange. Whatever it is that they do pay through the exchange, the banks can come in and say, you know what, let's strike a deal, an agreement, meet in the middle. But if you collude with governments and say they should, regulate it obviously harshly, like Chile is doing, like Bolivia and Ecuador is doing, it's not going to help. It's not going to help. So like I was saying, so they've done that, and they said obviously it could be associated with money laundering and sanction risk. Now, I have a problem with that personally, because money laundering started hundreds of years ago. Not now. And it won't stop. So even I use cryptocurrency, and trust me, the security around it is intense. The two-step verification process. If you forget one thing, you have to go through another step, and then another step, and then another step. I easily log into my bank account, which means somebody can hack into it. If they're already into my phone or my laptop, they can go straight into my bank account too, but not with cryptocurrency. So all they're doing is scaremongering. You get what I mean? They're scaremongering. That's what they're doing. And there still isn't any discernible way to regulate cryptos, like I said. There isn't any discernible way to regulate it. They haven't found any. They haven't. They're putting in place certain regulations, just because a layman will say they're hating. You understand what I'm saying? They're hating. That's all they're doing. Hating. So it's I don't know. Colombia, Brazil, and Chile, they've tried but haven't been successful in curtailing cryptos completely, because they can't. They've tried to curtail cryptocurrencies, but they can't, because it's impossible. It's a barrage. It's like cannons being just thrown at you non-stop. How are you gonna try to even dodge one cannon or one bullet? It's gonna be impossible. So yes, I'll be right back with the conclusion. Stay tuned. All right. So before I conclude, please don't forget to subscribe, share, like, press the notification button, so when I'm producing these type of videos, you will be the first to know. Let me know in the comment section if you enjoyed the series, because I'm going to do a review of all 5 series in my next segment, which will be the following Monday from today. So let me conclude first by saying cryptocurrency is here to stay. I've done 5 regions, 4 continents, if you put it together. And from what I've seen, cryptocurrency is definitely ripe in all of them. Probably the ripest part is Africa. I'm going to do a series very soon about some countries in Africa of how cryptocurrency is ripe there and what's happening there. I'm going to do another series about, another episode, I'm going to do a 2-part series about the top 10 countries that use cryptocurrency the most. So I'm going to do that too. So there's a lot happening, you understand? And obviously I'll be doing my Pi stuff. You know, Pi is the one that is going to actually gain ground very soon, end of the year. So, you know, a lot of people have been asking me questions, and obviously they should come and enjoy my content while I answer their questions. I'll answer most of their questions, if I can, all of them, in my live streams that I do during the weekend, and sometimes impromptu during the week. So please enjoy the channel, because a lot of things are going to happen. So in conclusion, I'm going to say cryptocurrency is definitely ripe in South America, but it's not as ripe as, say, Africa or Caribbean or even Central America, and definitely Asia. So what they should do is come together as a continent. You know, they've got their organization. I don't know how their organization is called. I'm not privy to that, but obviously I have South American friends who tell me that countries don't agree with each other in that region. So they'll have to come together one way or another in order for them to be a successful continent, because potential is there. They have to come together, and to do that, the leaders have to ensure that they meet up somewhere, maybe somewhere neutral off the continent, so nobody will posture. Not on anybody's background. It could be somewhere in Mexico, or I don't know, somewhere in the Caribbean. You know, their closest neighbors, or you know, somewhere in Central America, somewhere in the Caribbean, and meet up there and discuss what they're gonna do, not to curtail, but to successfully collaborate with the cryptocurrency exchanges and cryptocurrency. Because remember, it's decentralized. So even though it's Bitcoin and Ethereum and Cardano and Litecoin and all those ones, Dogecoin and that, they're still decentralized. You understand? So they need to come together, because it's not centralized like, say, the digital currency from a central bank. It's not that. It's decentralized, which means that individuals are in charge of what they do with their cryptos. Do you know what I mean? So yes, this has been a fun series, and I'm going to do a review show next week of all the episodes that I've done, all 5 episodes. And then when I do the review show, there will be another thing coming that I'll announce after that. Because listen, the channel is growing. Everything is going to be bigger and bigger. People love money. I love money. If you tell me you don't love money, then trust me, you're not living on earth, because we all love money. Without money, we can't live. And poverty, to me, is a curse. Remember that. Poverty is a curse. All right? So don't live in poverty. Don't allow yourself to live in poverty. All right? If anybody tells you something else, don't agree. All right? Don't agree. If anybody tells you something else, don't agree. Poverty is a curse. I don't want poverty in my life, and so must you. Don't entertain anything closer to poverty in your life. Don't let it be part of your vocabulary. All right? The name is Ray. The channel is Rays United. And the word is peace. Take care of yourselves, everyone.